Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Style Your Dreams podcast. It's me, your friend Keri, and I'm so happy to be with you today. So today, I want to have a conversation with you that I think, all of you have dealt with, and maybe some of you are currently dealing with, and it came up for me, so I wanted to share with you. And I'm going to call it How to Get Unstuck in Life. So in life, depending on your circumstances or what's going on, we have ups and downs, and sometimes we feel really stuck. You know those times where you're going through life and everything's going well, and then something happens and we get stuck. And no matter how hard we try, we can't get unstuck. I know I'm not the only one here, right? So how do you get yourself unstuck in those moments? Because sometimes that stuckness can last forever. I've seen people that stuckness has lasted a decade. I've seen people that stuckness has lasted a year. And what do I mean by the stuckness? It could be that you're in a job that you hate and you feel stuck. It could be that you're in a relationship that's not great and you feel stuck. It could be that you're not making the money that you want to make and you feel stuck. It could be that you have been living in a low vibrational state for years and you can't get yourself unstuck. It could be that your body is having issues and you can't get unstuck from it. You can't get relief from it. So let's just dive into this topic about how do you get yourself unstuck? Because if we look at it, no one would want to live their life being stuck. No one wants to live that life. And I have often said, probably for the past 20 years, we as human beings put up with far more shit than we ever need to in life. For real. Like people have an issue with their health and they just keep dealing with it. Like it becomes normal for them. They have a relationship that they're in. And at first it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they said that to me. And then after years of it, it becomes normal. So we put up with far too much in life. If you just stop for a minute and look at your life, what are you putting up with? That you don't have to. There are solutions to every single thing you're dealing with. I'll say 99.9% of what human beings deal with, there are solutions to getting unstuck. So one thing that recently I noticed is that when we're stuck in life, we put a lot of energy into the stuckness. So first of all, let me back up. Everything is energy. And I hope that if you're listening to me on this podcast, that's something that you agree with. Yes, everything is energy. If you don't, this podcast might not be for you because I talk about it a lot. But scientists will tell you every single thing is energy. We are energy. Our thoughts are energy. Everything we touch, my microphone is energy. My table, my desk is energy. What I'm drinking, the water has energy. It is energy. So if everything is energy and we are putting up with things, do we have to? Of course not. Because if things are energy, then all we have to do is shift the energy. But one thing that as human beings we do, and I think this goes for most people, is when we feel stuck in life, we talk about it. We complain about it. We talk to our friends about it. We talk to other people about it. And the more that you talk about that thing, the more that you complain about it to yourself, to others, the more you make it real. The more you make it fixed. It's now not a piece of energy that can flow. It's now something concrete that cannot move. Do you get what I'm saying here? So if you get in an argument with someone, that's just an energy exchange. But if you hold on to it, you take it personal, you make it mean something about you, you make it mean something about them, you talk about it to others, you complain about it to others, it then becomes fixed and they are a particular way for you and you are a particular way for them. That's why problems perpetuate, because we treat them like this fixed object in our life, and they're not. So one thing that I think is really important is to create like this, intolerance for unworkability in life. What if you became intolerant for things that are unworkable? And what does that mean? Well, you can't go quitting your job, getting divorced, throwing, whatever. You can't just do that. So I'm not saying that. But what if you were to really look at these areas of life like they're just energy? And that energy can flow just like the breeze outside can flow, which, by the way, is also energy. So if you think about situations and instead of creating them as fixed, instead of talking bad about them, complaining to yourself about them, perpetuating them, that you just let it flow through you like wind. That's power. And that's what I'm inviting you to consider, is every issue that we have, again, I say every, but I'm going to say 99.9% of the issues we have and have had started as a breeze of wind, and we made it real. And then we made it something that cannot move. It's stuck. You are stuck with it. And I want you to consider it's not the truth. You're not stuck with anything. 99.9%. I have to keep saying that because someone's going to tell me something where they're like, you don't understand, I am stuck. Okay. But most things you're not. Most things you make it real by complaining and talking and etc. So I really try hard when something happens not to keep perpetuating it, not to keep talking about it, not to make it real, and to look at it like the wind just blew and I can let it blow through me just like the wind. The other thing I wanted to point to, I really hope that that conversation or that insight has value for you and that you internalize it and that you consider it. Like you really do consider, where in my life have I created fixed energy instead of just letting something flow through me? Like what relationships have you done that to? What situations with your body or your job have you done that with, that you can just now take a deep breath and let it move through you effortlessly? You can change most every situation like that if you allow it to just move through you. I've had situations where I've been incredibly angry. Like something happened, a conversation with someone, incredibly angry, beside myself. And it's so uncomfortable because that's not a feeling I love to feel. And I breathe and let it flow through me. And within minutes, it disappears. That's how powerful this is. That's how powerful this exercise is. So I hope you take it on. And I would love to hear you share what happens. Then the second thing I realized the other day, I remembered. I didn't just realize it. I remembered, because so much of our lives is remembering what we've already learned. But anytime you feel stuck in life, there's one. So what we just talked about is one way to get unstuck. But I'm going to tell you a second way that I think is super powerful for me, which is when I feel super stuck in life or down, or like I can't change something, maybe I'll say it this way. Whenever I'm in a low vibration in life, there's one sure thing that always shifts it and gets me in a high vibration state instantly. Do you want to know what that is? Being of service to someone else. I could be in a super low vibration state, but if someone reaches out to me for help and I can contribute to their life, oh my gosh, instantly my vibration changes. I am happy. I'm in love with life. I don't believe that's unique to me. It could be that maybe there's, I don't know. I've really tried getting in the habit when I'm in a low vibration state to reach out and see, even if you're on social media, you could look through people's posts and who could you say kind words to brighten their day? That will come back to you and change your vibration because you're putting out a high vibration into the world, which then you're going to get that back. Maybe it's that you know someone in your life has been struggling and you have an extra 5 minutes and you want to offer them help. That will change your life instantly. I promise you. Maybe you want to volunteer. You've been having a pity party because something bad happened to you in your life and you're really suffering. But if you go volunteer with people less fortunate, you're going to feel great about yourself and your situation. You can't stay in a low vibration when you're helping others. You just can't because it feels good. We are all connected. We're all from the same universal intelligence or God, if you will. We are all made up of the same thing. We are all connected. So when you reach out to others to help them, you will get it back tenfold. Try it. So these are two really powerful techniques that I use often because I am so committed to living in a high vibration state. And when I'm not, I need to take a breath and look at these two things and shift the situation. Because if I'm in a low vibration state, there is only one thing and one person to blame. And it's not the thing or the person who got me there. It's me. I have the power. I have all of the power of what is going on in my reality in every moment of time. And so do you. For some of you, that was like a slap in the face because you're like, wait, what are you talking about? This is a real situation. Everything is a real situation. Yes. But you have the power for how you're going to handle it in your mental state, in your mental situation. Are you going to let something someone said or did or a circumstance change the trajectory of your life and make you low vibe, which is only going to perpetuate it? Or are you going to do something about it, shift your perspective, let it flow through you? Remember that everything is just energy and it's like a light breeze on your skin. You can have the life that you've always dreamed of, that you've always imagined, that you've always yearned for. And I'm here to help you make that true now. Not someday, not when the circumstances are lining up, but right now, having the life of your dreams. I'm here for that. I hope you're here for that too. So I hope this was valuable. I would love to hear your comments. I would love to hear how this shifted your perspective and, dare I say, your life. And if you enjoy this podcast, spread the word. Give it to a friend who's struggling with something and wants to be high vibe. And if you could subscribe, give us a 5-star review. That's, again, how we're going to grow and how we're going to touch more people. And if you want more mindset tips on how to, in 10 minutes a day, for 10 days, change your life, and that's something you can go back to time and time and time again, then you'll find the link down below for my Mindset for a Life of Excellence course, which has, oh my gosh, impacted so many people's lives. I love it. It makes me so happy. And if you're listening to this week, I have a free mini course I am doing on attracting the money that you want and causing a breakthrough. So I'll be doing an energy healing and activation on calling in the money you want and releasing your limiting beliefs, which is so exciting. The last time I did this, people had unexpected checks in the mail. People got raises, money started flowing to them in unexpected ways. And if you're someone who wants money to flow to you in unexpected ways, which I don't know who doesn't, show up. It's this next one that I'm doing for free. It's Thursday, May 15th. And if you can join us, great. After that, I'll be creating a course and then you can do the course. Okay, I love you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and let me know what I can do for you. Have an amazing, magical, blessed day. See you next time.